Good morning. No one's here, but I'm late. I don't even know if I should be streaming right now. Dealing with some. Hold on. Hello? Oh, crap. God damn it.
Hello.
Valdo in the house. How you doing, brother? All right. Let me try and. So much. We got this ongoing issue where we did a couple deployments, firewall, and we had some issues, but everyone's, my speed's slow and blah, blah, blah. And when you put it in someone's head that things are slow or could be slow, everyone thinks it's slow. So I don't know. It's a little frustrating and this and that, the third, and late nights and early mornings every day. Just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little exhausted. And then last night, hey, someone did this and you need it. And blah, blah, blah. But I got a good paying job. So I'm not complaining. But it would be nice to lower the cortisol levels a little bit. I got a good night's sleep last night for the first time in like 5 days, which is fan-freaking-tastic, except I wake up and everything's pumping. Oh, Tesla's going back down. That's good. Yeah, I'm that asshole that wants the market to go down so I can buy things cheap. I am that asshole, brothers. I don't think it's over. Meaning, when it's over, I don't think it's, I'm not buying the rally, bro. The rally right now is currently monitoring the situation. And the situation is apparently the rumor broke. That it's Iran. It's Iran, man. Iran is trying to negotiate a deal under the table, back channels or whatever. Oh, come on, bro. Like, this is like China banning crypto. China bans crypto 37 times a year. And Iran, so much stuff comes out of Iran's mouth. What can you believe? Oh, we want peace. And then fatwa, death to all Americans. I mean, you know what I'm saying? What are you supposed to believe when it comes to this peace? I don't believe that the regime, the fanatical regime, considers surrendering as an option. They believe with so much, you know what I mean? Like they believe that's their faith. They believe in their faith so much that they're happy to die at that cause. They're kind of like Klingons. They want to die with an honorable death. These dudes think dying is a better alternative. There was a meme going around where the Shah was in heaven with his 72 virgins? And they were all like 12 years old. What the hell, bro? That picture probably would have got Ricky bricked up. All right, what do we got? We got the E-minis up 7. The NASDAQ up 160. I mean, if anything, dead cat at the moment. We got silver up 7 cents, but down to 83. Silver's in a free fall. Faldor is checking for institutions to get checked into because his life is in shambles. No, there's nothing, Tom. It's going to 280. Nah. He bought silver at 5 cents. He's doing just fine. When we got bonds, we're sliding away. We got bonds down 7 ticks, 117. It must have had a nice little rally yesterday. Bitcoin was pumping. How's it doing? Yeah, it's up 4,000 on the cash, 3,400 on the spot, which is an impressive move, but I'm not buying it. Got 10 more ounces yesterday. Man, just where do you are you out on the corner giving hand gibbers? You're throwing around $830 like it's nothing, bro. We got the boom boom brewing. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say way ho. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, I might have to put in for an emergency vacation, guys. This shit is the stress levels lately, bro. Surprise, surprise. I mean, what is Benjamin trying to say? I thought he was bearish. Damn, dude. Let's monitor the situation. Look at that shit. Up Periscope. It's already on fire, it looks like. Oh, shit, son. That doesn't look like AI. Unclassified. The first sinking of a torpedo. Billy Idol said smoking crack helped him quit heroin. Wow. No one scripts the first 20 plays. They script the first 15, Bassett. Fucking idiot. Steven, oh yeah, from Wings. The Wings cast. That was a great show with Antonio Scarpacci. Feud's popping because of this. The U.S. stock market futures surges. The New York Times report that Iman made. No one believes the fucking New York Times, bro. Except a bunch of idiots on the stock market. Probably bull trap. Is that what's happening? A bull trap? I'm not buying it. I'm only down 600 on my Tesla puts. I was down about 1,400 yesterday. I mean, silver lining, my LWLG's doing, oh shit, son. My LWLG is printing money. We up $7,000 on that. We might be up for the year, bro. And this, we are up 3,000 in both, 3,300 in the IRA and 3,000 in the small account, which is nice. The IRA was up six figures for a brief moment in January, and then shit hit the fan. And then I panic sold. I'm a little like, looking back, it was a poor decision to sell. I should have it happened so quickly. I was up $100,000 in 3 weeks and then was down $110,000 in 3 days. That's bone chilling, bro. You know, that's not fun at all. The ride up was fun. The ride down was 20 times terrifying. But I had a bunch of money in a high quality stock that I love, Tesla. Should have just wrote it out. I don't plan on cashing the Tesla out in the next 2 years. If there's, where do I think Tesla is going to be in 4 to 8 years? I'm still alive. I think Tesla's going to be doing a lot better. There's always we can go into recession. Ray Dalio is correct. The dollar loses the world reserve currency. We go into all the terrible things you hear on Twitter. We go into hyperinflation or whatever that shit's called. The wage price spirals, and I don't know. There's some kind of inflation where it just the debt spiral. All that could happen. But if you just want to sit in cash for the rest of your life and watch that slowly lose its value, or you can buy gold. You can be a gold guy. You can be a silver nutcase, fucking weirdo, living in your bunker with all your canned food and your silver in your safe. Like, if you're sitting there waiting for the collapse of the dollar so that your silver is worth a lot of money, you are hoping for a future that sucks balls. You're going to be sitting there on a bunch of silver And best case scenario, lead's going to be the top currency. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's okay. You got your bunker full of AR-15s and Uzis and shit, right? And your canned food. You got your $5,000 pallet at Costco that's going to last you the next 100 years. You got plenty of lead. You got plenty of lead, whiskey, and smokes, right? Me personally, I'm not waiting for the end of the world. I'm not waiting for Coca-Cola bottle caps to be a currency. I'm not waiting to crawl out before the fallout. You know what I'm saying? I kind of a little bit more rational. I think, the markets are going to go up, the markets are going to go down. Excuse me. I don't see the United States collapsing anytime soon. Not in my lifetime. Could I be wrong? Sure. But I want to be in the markets. And right now, I don't have a lot of skin in the game. I have plenty of skin in the game in crypto. I mean, not as much as I had a year ago. Thank you. That was a wise decision. I probably should have just sold it all. But then I'd be sitting here waiting and praying for it to continue to crash so that and then what you know what I'm the only thing I'm buying back is Bitcoin, and I'm just going to decide how much. I'm surprised Dr. Payne's on here. I told you Bitcoin was bottom. It's not going. Bro, it's been one day. You bought it at 70,000 and you had a nice little pump. And let's calm your tits a little. One day does not make I love Lucy, Ricky in the house. How you doing, brother? I'm not going to lie. That's a really weird handle. So just like, say I'm going to create a Gmail. I love Lucy. Especially for a 33-year-old black person. Like, did you grow up watching reruns? I know I ponder this every now and then. Did you have Ricky Ricardo posters on your wall or yak off to Lucille Ball? He was a smoker. They were both heavy smokers, by the way. Gold at 5,100, up 60. Silver now up $1.80. Should have longed that one. Should have got in. That's up 400. I sold it at like 391, bro. What was I going to look at? Let's look at Bitcoin. This is just a little, I'm not buying it pump. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I'm not actually, so if you want to look at technical analysis, it did find support off the inverted 20 and it does look pretty strong. What I could see happening is it maybe getting up to the 50, which is 76,000, and then seeing what it does there. If it rejects that, I don't know. I don't really think Bitcoin doesn't have any real reason to go to all-time highs. Bitcoin doesn't need to be rational, though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the Jane Street thing is a real thing, and it's taking its time. I think Jane Street was just speeding up the inevitable. There could be some hope right now. Some new player will come in and short the shit out of your face. Likely. Bitcoin at 72. I mean, I bet Dr. Payne's walking around the house all big cock, big balls, big head, can't fit through doorways. We got the fib and the 50 and about 76,000, bro. So I'm telling you, I think 76,000's in the table right now. It did bounce. Well, I mean, I can't say it bounced off this fib. That created the fib. The overall trend, down. And we can kind of go like that. This says maybe Bitcoin gets to 81,000. Not out of the question. Kind of See what we can find here. I mean, a little bit of a channel like that, maybe. But, you know, they always say the trend's your friend. What do you see? Tom, you're looking at the wrong trend. You need to look at the trend that's only been 4 days. No, usually they say longer time frames are better, right? So, and then there's the cycle. Where are we at in the cycle? Oh, it topped. The 4-year cycle topped in October of last year, a little early, a couple weeks early, within the November 28th cycle theory. And then the trend is usually a year later is the bottom. So it topped the year after the halving in the fall, like it does every 4-year cycle. And subsequently, it bottoms a year later with a couple years of sideways action, up and down, chop, and then another bull market after the halving. The bull market came early before the halving last time, went up, went down, went up. So the trend is currently down. Bitcoin topped last fall. It usually bottoms a year later. We're November, December, we're 4 months in. So I'm looking to buy Bitcoin in October, September, October. That's what I'm looking to buy. You can buy now, like Dr. Payne, like Sailor. Sailor just bought more now. I mean, a couple million, like big deal at this point. You were buying billions. You can buy Bitcoin now. And in 4 years, you're going to look like a freaking genius, most likely. And that's fine. I have no problem with people buying Bitcoin at all. I think you're going to be able to buy it cheaper, but I think it's going to be worth a lot more in 4 years. Okay? If you're buying Bitcoin now, I'm not sitting here thinking you're an idiot. I don't have a problem with it. You're buying a good investment that should go up over time. I think the pot odds are heavily in your favor. I've already got a decent amount of Bitcoin. So I'm not, and I don't have a problem with anyone that just dollar cost average Bitcoin every month. Cha-ching, 500 in Bitcoin. That just sets it and forgets it. Zero issue with that. I think that's a winning strategy. I think if you want to optimize it, you want to put a little bit more risk or a little bit more reward, then I think it'll pay out better. You follow the cycles, you follow the trends. I've already got Bitcoin. I bought Bitcoin. I was late. My first Bitcoin buy when it was 11,000. My overall cost average is probably around 25,000, and I'm sitting on it. And I'm looking, last cycle, I made a very big mistake. Well, I made a mistake, but the theory was good, right? I was going to buy a bunch of Cardano cheaper, and I did. Cardano, shitty asset. Cardano is a shitty asset. Solana is a shitty asset. I hate to break it to you. Solana will probably have, buying cheap Solana in the bear market, you'll probably make money. But Solana's going nowhere, bro. At this moment in time, none of these layer 2s are dick. Ethereum kinda, because it is a blue chip. There's big firms in it. They're doing their little DeFi on it. It's got good markets with Polymarket, things like that. But it's all a big shit show at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Is Ethereum gonna win out in the end as a big player and can probably? Cardano, I don't know, dude. They can't. You know what I mean? They've kind of shot themselves in the foot. I don't think. I think you could buy Cardano cheap, make money? Probably. But I don't think the juice is worth the vig. The vig is worth the squeeze. How does that go? 4-pager, Jason in the house. Jason, are you buying Cardano in the bear market? What are you buying? Are you buying crypto in the bear market? I'm curious. Ricky, we know what Ricky's going to do. He's going to find some stupid ass meme coin and YOLO his whole life savings into it. Kamal is going to come out with a meme coin. He's going to lose his mind. 4-pager means it's a waste of time. Okay, apparently I'm the only one. Send him home. Bro, sent him home a while ago. Bro. You're just buying BTC? Yeah. There's a lot of smart people that come to this channel. They've figured it out. We've rode the ups, the downs. We figured it out, bro. Damn, I ordered a bunch of Mots C. I should take some Mot C this morning. And some TA1 and some. Already taken the Cialis. All right. Warned to be cautious. Warned to be cautious. Fucking hell, bro. Meet Kevin, warned to be cautious. The stock market's crashing. People are talking about World War III. And you have the nerve to say you should be cautious? Fucking clown. I can't take it anymore. I've tried. I've tried to give this guy the benefit of the doubt. He's a clown. And you guys Kool-Aid sip this mofo. Makes sense. Be cautious. Yeah, I got Shardy B telling me she keeps thinking the bull market's going to be back on and and I'm just like, bro, I kind of admit it was a little bit of a mistake, but I went into all cash a while ago. Sit and wait. Be patient. There is nothing happening. There is nothing happening right now that says the market should just go insane to the upside again. You see that, right? I know Jason sees it. I'm pretty sure he's like mostly cash too. Ricky, do you see it? Faldor, do you see it? Faldor is buying silver, bro. He thinks the stock market's going to zero. So makes sense to be. I've been cautious, bro. Like the trigger happened when again I was euphoric, up 100,000, big balls. Tom walking around the house, couldn't fit through a doorway because my nutsack got wedged. It was up 100 grand in 3 weeks. It was euphoric. And that was after having a great year the year before. Great, fantastic, knocked it out. It just 13 months of can't fucking do nothing but print money. Just, and then bam, 3 days, down 120 grand in 3 days, bro. And I'm like, yeah, we might be at the top. In fact, I think it was a double top, which is one of those you want. Look at that double top, bro. Double tops are there. The market's telling you, and this is the entire QQQ, right? The entire QQQ is telling you this might be it for a while. And probably shouldn't have sold my Tesla. Probably should have just let it ride out. Selling the Rocket Lab was fine, although I have to buy it back a little bit more expensive right now if I want to. And if I have to buy back things a little bit more expensive and I think the market's going to go euphoric again, I'm okay with that. Again, I'm not thrilled that I bitched out like a little bitch and sold my Tesla. I should have just held it. Now I'm sitting here. Unfortunately, I'm sitting here like fucking Faldor waiting and rooting for the market to crash. And I hate that. I loved waking up every day going, I couldn't wake up. It was like Christmas Eve every night. I couldn't wake up to go open my presents of stocks going up every morning. I couldn't sleep. I'd wake up, fucking, what's my Rocket Lab doing? Now I go check the charts every day, hoping the market's crashing. I hate it. Got to change my mindset anyway, but be cautious. We climb back. We fell all the way to 591. We climb back to find just blah, blah, wow. Wow. Yeah, wow, me, Kevin. Wow, indeed. Iran outreach to the U.S. is bullish. Okay. If you believe Iran is outreaching to end the war right now, you're fucking high. Mike's in the house. How you doing, brother? Yeah, doomy gloomy. I've been doomy gloomy. Oh no. Is the Q's at 608.7? Like, is it above the 67? Is it button up against my 609? Cheer up, Charlie. Yeah. Had a good night's sleep, so I'm grateful for that. I doubt these will signal anything very bad. Okay. This makes me optimistic and creates another dip to buy opportunity. Tomorrow, Challenger, and then BLS Friday. The jobs number should give Tesla back to 414 by Friday if jobs, maybe. SanDisk could bounce, maybe. Once the war ends, I expect mortgage rates will drop huge for more. Yeah, you've been nailing the mortgage trade. Yeah. If we drop first 5 minutes, wait for a bounce at 600 or 595. This guy's just phoning it in with bullshit, bro. Dip the buy. Phoning it in. If we drop, why would he even put drop during the first 5 minutes? Or do you think the market's just going to panic dump off all this bullish news? There's nothing happening right now that screams, yeah, that's it. The bottom's in. There is nothing happening right now that screams the bottom's in. The bottom could be in, but there is nothing that says the bottom's in. A couple green days does not make a bull market. People were saying the same shit right here. Oh, no. Oh, bottom's in. Right here. 3 fudge and glorious candles. Bottom's in. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Another 15, 16%. That's a lot. Another 16%. Well, it's not another. It was, yeah, pretty much, pretty close. The bottom's in. And then, nope, let's add another 13%. I wonder if we have something during this nasty one. And the old dip. Ooh. Find that dip. Find that dip, homie. Look at that. The bottom is in, bro. Are you kidding me? 17% recovery in a week. Bottom, load the boat. Load, back up the truck. Back up the truck. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You're going to take another 20% loss. And you bought up here like a dummy. What is the message I'm conveying? Don't listen to people on Twitter, YouTube. PDFs that are phoning it in and if I charge you money, would that make you listen to me? Is that the problem? Am I doing it wrong? I should be charging. I do think there It's definitely a mentality. If you're paying for it, it seems more like you're getting good advice. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing it for free. It doesn't. It must not be that good if it's free. I guarantee you, if I put it behind a paywall, it would have more karma, dude. It will pay off. Yeah, maybe. I would charge for the Faldor report. I've given you the steps to being successful in markets. I think some people in the chat just figured that out on their own. Common sense. It's just common sense. Other people, usually they come and go because they're like, well, I can't do that. I can't go out and invest in myself and get a good paying job. That's too much work. I just need to get rich overnight. I already pay premium, will not pay for more. I'll pay premium. Premium on what? Is there a premium for Rumble? So you like get no ads and shit? Yeah, you got to invest in yourself. Get yourself a good paying job. You might get screwed on that one with AI and robots. Who the hell knows? But don't live life as a doomsdayer. Oh, Rumble Premium, cool. How much does that cost? So now you got a good paying job with extra income. That's the key. And then you got to have no debt. If you're running on credit card debt, you got to get that shit paid off, dude. You got to fix these problems. And then you have extra income. You watch your expenses. You don't go out you don't eat out 3 times a day. You don't go to the bars 8 times a month. You know what I'm saying? You don't get the new iPhone every year. You don't get a new car way out of your budgets. Go buy a house way out of your budget. You can afford a $200,000 house and you go get a $500,000 house. Well, Zillow said the payment was this, and I decided and I figured if I didn't do this, that, and the third, and oh, by the way, now that you're in the house, your mortgage rates are going up. Oh, well, wait, my AC went out and this, that, and guess what, bro? A lot of people fucked that one up. Buy a house well below your means if you can. If you're fortunate enough to be able to, you got to follow the other rules. And then you have extra income, and then you go buy quality things. And if shit goes down, you ride it out because you bought a high quality stock. Can that stock end up being wrong? Yeah. Guess what? It was easy. Everyone would be making money. And a free mug? Hell yeah. It was easy. Everyone would be making money. And then for a while, everyone was a genius. Meet Kevin was a genius. Shardy was a genius. I was a genius. I mean, how could you lose? The Qs were 250 in the end of November. And they went up 300x in 3 years. Everyone was a genius, bro. I was fortunate to make a decent amount of change during COVID, and I was fortunate enough to not lose it. Hold, plan B, wait until you're right in crypto. So, 7238 Bitcoin. Thank you for the update. Oh no. Tesla 15. Oh no. LWLG, I mean, LWLG is the only thing keeping me from jumping off a cliff right now. EOS going back up. That's good. We're only down 232 on the put. We already sold the call. So we're going to be down about 100 and some, 153 total. Got plenty of time to be right on that one. We can extend duration. Yeah, I sold my Tesla. Where have you been, brother? I've been complaining about it this entire stream. I probably shouldn't have sold it. I can buy back in right now. I got some puts on. I'm gonna get back in. It's just a whether if I'm gonna pay more for it or not, or maybe I don't. I just YOLO SpaceX. I think SpaceX is going to be a great investment. I just don't like buying IPOs early on, especially ones that come out the gate valued at 1.5 to 2 trillion. Future is bright. You got to wear shades. Is that what that is? I don't know. The only thing that you said it yourself. Did I get it right? Future's bright. You got to wear shades. Great song. Oh, robots. Yeah. Yeah. Robots is Tesla though. Yeah. Tesla. I see what you're saying. Yeah. But, it's not like robots are going to be flying off the shelves, making them trillions of dollars this year. So I do think it's going to be ramping up. Looks like Bitcoin just hit 73. Didn't you say it was just 72? Yeah, is it up 700 bucks? Is it that quick? Did some news come out? Do you skip cutscenes while gaming? 99% of the time. I don't fucking care. You watch the shit out of this movie? It's a good movie, but it's not. Huge development announces total control. They've been saying that for 3 days. Men don't want to date real women anymore. Yeah. I mean, robots are, if they could perfect the robot, it's over. Women are just going to be around for breeding. That's a pretty asshole thing to say, but I wonder what genetically motivates women to just yak. I'm trying to get canceled. Women are yackers, bro. Yak, 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 yak. I'm sorry. It's in your genes. Just accept it and work on it. Maybe you can drive it out of your genes with working on it. I'm not saying we're perfect. We like to stick our penis in anything. That's, genetics trying to procreate and this and that. But you want to yak, we want to just plow. You know what I'm saying? And then we don't want to hear the yakking after. Fucking enjoy the plow and move on. I used AI to do my taxes and I'm getting an extra 100,000 refund. Bullshit. Yakety yak. Simply incredible. Do you really think, are there some fringe cases where AI may help? Yeah, you should definitely Go put all your social security numbers and financial information in a fucking Anthropic to save $20. I'm sure you could scrub your social security numbers and your addresses. You're not. Maybe you are. You know what you really should do is use DeepSeek. DeepSeek, I bet DeepSeek will save you a lot of money. Don't worry about it's Chinese, state owned. Who remembers this? My brother had one of these. One legit. I was jealous. He was a nerd. He was a nerd ahead of his time. We had one of these in the house in Kansas, in the farm, on the farm in Kansas. One of these was running. Tape, cassette tape was your hard drive. I had one, and Jason had one of those. Yeah. Like you couldn't really do dick on it other than type out some commands. I forget what you could even do on it. You could type out some shit, save it to your cassette tape. This one looks like it's a more advanced one. Cassette tape, bro. Was your media. Not a hard drive, not USB. Cassette tape, bro. Holy. Why are we talking about St. Patrick's Day? The situation monitoring on Rust just hasn't been that good. Rust. The situation oh, that's pretty funny. The situation updating on Twitter has been pretty lame lately. I don't know if my algorithm or if just what song? This will be big. I don't think people know what's about to happen with X money. This is Elon going back to his roots. And this will be big money. Yeah, you're trying to control every aspect and data farming of humanity. Their psychology, their mindset, you're programming them on X. You're getting programmed on X for farming. They're farming you. You are the product. We are the product. I mean, I'm doing it. I'm giving them everything about me that I'm giving Elon everything about me that he needs to know at this point. I've accepted it. I've accepted it that X is my crack pipe, and I'm just giving whatever, bro. Google, I don't care about DuckDuckGo and Bat, whatever that Brave and VPN, whatever. Have my data. Fuck you. Strict. Israel is allowing cameras on missiles. Oh, not allowing. Twitter's got strict orders that I had. Strict. What are you talking about, man? The boom boom's coming, guys. Stream might end early today. It's not going to be one of those breaks. So my point being, they're going to know everything about your finance and control your finances and how you think and how you spend your money. What is Walski up to? All right. You're not seeing the real-time strikes. I don't know that we really were. Other than, like, you can't stop public cameras unless they're blocking that shit at the ISP level. I don't know. Twitter's blocking per Israel, or Israel told them to block it. I mean, if it's for security, I'm okay with it. I don't believe half the shit on Twitter anyway when it comes to it. Every fucking missile strike, I have to ask Grok, is it real? And sometimes Grok gets it wrong. Man. Hey, man. I'm about to go green on my puts, which is silver lining. But I want to buy Tesla cheaper. Are you itching to get back in, Jason? Do you feel like maybe you should have just held on, or are you rooting for the stock market to crash? You kind of have to be when you're sitting on cash, right? No way. What? You're not buying? You're not buying it? Are you rooting for the market to crash like me? Do you hate yourself? Yeah, but what happens if the war is going to end? Unpredictable. The war is going to end. What's going to happen then? Like, just talks that Iran's going to submit has this market up like it is. Bitcoin's fucking 73,000. It's up 4,500 on the rumor, a New York Times rumor that Iran wants peace, which no one is buying. Well, apparently everyone's buying. I'm not buying it. Again, they've got too much religious faith. Now, it's just a matter of attrition at this point. And if the ones making decision believe that death for Allah is the answer, you know what I mean? There's no, like, it's like me on my stop losses. My stop loss is to 0. Their stop loss is death, because there's 72 virgins waiting for them and an eternity of gangbangs, I guess. I mean, eventually, after 72 times, they're no longer virgins. What do you just... I mean, so if you really think about it, it's only great at first. It's only downhill after the first 72. You know what I mean? I don't know that they really thought that one through. I want to meet the guy that wrote that, by the way. What do they follow? The Quran? U.S. Israel is in the process of turning Iran into a parking lot. Yeah, they kind of are. What was going through the guy's mind when he wrote? Is it the Quran? I mean, I should probably know this, but he's like, I don't know, the whole different Bibles and Qurans and shit is kind of weird. Like, I mean, there was nothing better to do back then than to write shit. So the world's top literal people that wanted to hive mind virus people and control them would write these books to give people faith. You know, think about it. What's the biggest motivator for people in 100 BC or 100 answers to life? What are the answers to life and live? You need something. There wasn't Twitter and, you know, they say religion, the amount of people believing in religion is going down. Do you think that's because, you know, it's got to be somewhat because of you got more things to occupy your brain with. Looking at looking up the stars, making up stories. You know, there are a lot of stories in the Bible that are, it's not rocket surgery, guys. Yeah, Moses led the people. You know, that like shit happened, but people tell stories. Back then, people would tell stories and make them much bigger than they are. So a lot of this stuff happened, and then people add in shit like you follow me, you believe in me, you listen to me. Control. Cults. They were the cults of their time, and they got a lot of followers because there was nothing better to do than be a part of a cult. Yeah, the best stories stuck. Exactly. Exactly, Jason. Jason, man, Jason gets it, guys. And there's nothing wrong. I have nothing wrong with you having faith. If you have faith, there's studies show that you live a happier, healthy life. Good for you. Good communities, good bonding. I'm jealous, to be quite frank. I wish I had faith. I wish I gotta have faith. I don't have it. I'm sorry. Maybe that makes me, you know. All right, looks like we're cooling off. I mean, at least Tesla is. Heathen. Yeah, I'm a heathen. I'm destined for eternal damnation. You gotta have faith. And a lot of these religions are all very similar. That's just how they changed the story. Why did the Iranians try to lob a missile into Greece? I haven't seen that news. They're fucking, again, they believe in death to all infidels. And you're an infidel if you don't believe in their extreme religion. Like, I don't want to be on their radar, bro. I should shut up. I don't need a fatwa on me, bro. They get a hold of this video, and I'm gonna be like Larry David. I take back everything I said. I mean, I should honestly get off the mic and set this video to private. Because one of you fuckers are gonna send this to the IRGC. Like those assholes a couple weeks ago posting on Twitter that this influencer got a $15 million reward by getting what's his face arrested. Goyam. You know, low key LWLG, like I don't talk about this one a lot. When I say I YOLO'd 5,000 into this one and it's up. It's like low key just banging the drum up 7,900. This one's a set it and forget it. I have no plans on any time. Where is this going to be in 5 years? And they have really good technology with getting like fiber and shit to data centers. This one could be 20x, $100. Be a $500,000 cash out. If this goes to $100, I make $500,000. It's not out of the question. Do I think it's a good buy right now? I mean, I liked it better when I bought it. Am I telling you to buy it? Look, if you want to throw something at a high risk, high reward stock, that's a good one, in my opinion. Maybe I should have been, I mean, it's $1 billion, it's 800 million. Can this go to I'm kind of brain farting. Can this go up 20x? Can this be a $20 billion company? I don't know. 20 billion is not a lot, and it could be for something like this. And again, it's all about what the market does for the next 5 years. We go into a 2-year recession, it's not going to be a 20x. It could be a half X, meaning it could go down 50%. You don't want half X's. I want to see the company, bro. What's Lightwave Logic? About us. It's a US based company. Relieves key bottlenecks in AI, protected by broad IP with 70 patents. Market expected to grow to, oh, shit. They're expecting 100x. I fucking like. Me like. Maybe I should buy some more. It's still cheap. 100x. Currently worth 5,000 times 30 grand. 3 million. If they can hit 100 billion market cap in the next 4 years, this alone could be a nice little piece of my retirement. I'm in dreamland. I get it. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it. 1.5 trillion, 1.75 trillion. SpaceX, yeah. Yeah, but Elon said that's a 100 trillion company. So, I mean, you're missing out on a 50x. I do think Tesla and SpaceX will be 10 trillion plus if they're not already merged into the same company. I do think they will be blue chip investments. And I'm not a fan of buying IPOs when they release. There are rare occasions when they do go up and you never lose, but usually there's a J curve. Like 2 years, if you could have bought it cheaper. If you want to try and flip it in the beginning, great. If you just want to buy it and forget it for the next, because you're 30 and you want to be rich as fuck when you're 50, that's fine too. Dollar cost average. You want a dollar cost average into Tesla and SpaceX, and you're in your 20s, 30s, you have disposable income, you don't have credit card debt, you're making good money, go for it. If you do it in your IRA, there's pros and cons to everything. You can't touch your IRA. You're not going to fuck that one up. Make sure it's a Roth, though, or heed the wrath of Dr. Payne. But the con is you don't have access. You're not liquid. Maybe you need to be liquid. It's nice to be liquid. I don't want to liquidate my stock account, but shit happens, bro. Maybe something happens in life and you need the money. Looks like we're going to make it to 8, which is actually quite the miracle because the boom boom is booming. I'm not turtling yet, but I'm feeling some under pressure. Under pressure. In fact, I might not make it to 8. I might have spoken too hastily. Yeah, the pressure is mounting. Manual synchronization needed. What the fuck does that mean? You can select one or more switches and click synchronized. Can I? How do I synchronize? All right, boys and girls, I made a mistake. Coming all on me. Bro, have you asked Grok what would happen when the strait is closed and what kind? All right. Yeah, the price of oil is going to go up. All right. Things are looking like they're kind of sliding down a little. I mean, I guess it depends, but yeah, boys, we're at DEF CON 2. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, come out of the candle like